Hello, I'd just like to show you two basic pelvic alignment exercises. These are the key exercises to use. The second one, the slightly more complex one, if you do any exercise, that is the exercise to do. It's important to remember to take your time. The more complex exercise will take no more than 2 minutes. If it takes 3 minutes, so be it. The real value you get from this exercise is to breathe slowly, use your breath, and feel the tension and feel the muscle and the part of the body holding any tension as you work. Then you release it. So it's really important to give yourself an allocated time and just focus on your body and really focus on the exercise. Okay, the first exercise is the basic pelvic, it's the sacroiliac joint, the pelvic exercise, and it releases the joint. You have the block and the belt, sit the edge of the seat, free up the hamstrings, pop to the knees and squeeze 100%. 1, 2, 3, relax for 3, 1, 2, 3, relax for 3, 1, 2, 3, relax for 3. 3 times, 100%. Just fluid, strong motion. If it feels uncomfortable, do 90 or 80 or 70%. And you want the block, ideal is a yoga block, approximately 10 inches. It's about leverage. It's opening and closing the sacroiliac joint. So 10 inches is good. If you're a larger person, maybe slightly larger. If you're slightly smaller. But that's about the perfect sort of width. Then get an old belt. This is a trusty old belt, or Pilates belt, yoga belt, something which is resistant. It can't move. It's a different exercise. You won't have the same effect. You want to hold it about 6 to 8 inches. Cross the legs because it gives you better leverage. You don't have to if it's uncomfortable. Cross the legs and part 100%. 1, 2, 3, relax for 3. 1, 2, 3, parting, relax for 3, and then part for 3 and relax for 3. Great, that's the basic exercise. The next exercise is just an extension of that, and what you're doing is holding it between the knees. You're not squeezing at this point, and then I want you, with your out breath, to do 2 twists with your out breath. And it's really important to take your time and use the out breath, because when you breathe out, your muscles relax. If you hold your breath and breathe in, they're contracting. And again, feel the muscle. It's in one fluid motion, but while you're practicing this, I would advise to break it up into 2, because as we concentrate, we tend to hold our breath. So I'll break it up into 2, then I'll show you as it is in 1. So take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, use that as a lever to twist round. Pop this behind the small of the back and twist yourself around, staying completely relaxed as you can, as relaxed as possible, with your intention in your stomach, but you're not tensing anything, you're relaxing. If there's any tension in the shoulders, there may well be, let the arm just drop, let it go. Think of ragdoll. You have to be completely relaxed. Use that, so as you breathe out, twist. So I'm finding a point which is comfortable. If I twist more, I can feel it contracting. So what we call it the energetic point, where you can feel it. Just holding it, that's it. Use the breath, and when it starts to contract, stop. If you use the out breath, you know it's very sensitive, and you can tune in, you become more sensitive. You know where that point is. If you use the anatomical point, which is the stretch and the burn, you're contracting, and you're actually, it's detrimental. You're not helping yourself. So breathe out, and while still holding that stretch, I want you then, for the next breath, breathe in, and as you breathe out, lead with the stomach, create an arch, lead the stomach out, and the head goes back. Now, if you find any tension in the neck, because you're twisting too much, just bring the chin round slightly more into the sternum, so there's not such a twist. And if you're finding it's forcing it, hurting the back, because it's a very powerful exercise. Anything powerful is going to make changes, but you have to be prepared for it. So you have to warm up before this, and you have to just take your time and be slow about it. So twist, and then another breath, and as you breathe out, belly out, head back. And once you're there, squeeze the knees. So I'll do that again. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and belly out, head back, and then squeeze the knees. And you do this, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then you do exactly the same with the belt. Instead of squeezing, you do deep breath in, and breathe out, part the knees. So exactly the same, but with the belt around you, part the knees. So I'll do it in real time a couple of times. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, squeeze the knees. Squeeze the knees. And then with the belt, again about 6 to 8 inches, crossing the legs as long as it's comfortable, if not keep them straight. Part the knee. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, part the knee. Good. Take your time. When I get to do it now, I just close my eyes and I feel the body releasing. And if you use your breath, and if anything's uncomfortable, do it less. You're doing far more than you think you're doing. You really are. You're working so much more. So just take your breath, take your time, warm up beforehand, and that is an incredibly powerful exercise. And I would advise to do that, depending on where you are, at least 3 times a day. And as the back's better, I will always do that once a day while in part of your other exercises. All right, good luck, and any questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.